of chapter 6, triangles. Actually, we are recalling the triangle chapter of standard 9, that is congruency of triangles. And during the previous session, we saw the definition of congruent triangles. And what is the definition? For a given correspondence between the vertices of two triangles, if all the angles and sides of a triangle, one triangle, are equal or congruent to the corresponding parts of the other triangle, then the correspondence is said to be congruence and the triangles are said to be congruent. I'll write that. Definition. For a given correspondence between the vertices of two triangles, yes, if all the angles and sides of a triangle, one triangle, are, you can say, congruent or equal. In NCERT book, you will find the word equal, are equal to the corresponding parts of the other triangle, then the correspondence is said to be congruence, and the triangles are said to be congruent. Right? That is the definition of congruent triangles. Alright? Okay? Fine. We saw one example, if you remember. Let's say this is triangle ABC. Here's triangle PQR. The measure of angle is, let's say, 80 degree. This is also 80 degree. This is 50 degree. This is also 50 degree, 50 degree, 50 degree. PQ is 5 centimeter. AB is also 5 centimeter. AC is 4 centimeter, PR is also 4 centimeter, and BC is 6 centimeter, QR is also 6 centimeter. So what you have? Angle A equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle Q, angle C equal to angle R. Why angle A is equal to angle P? Both measure hai. Both the angles of measure 80 each. Why B is equal to angle Q? They have 50-50. C angle is equal to angle R because their measures are 50 each. Now AB is 5, PQ is 5. So AB is equal to PQ. BC is equal to QR. And AC is equal to PR. Correct? So what you see? All corresponding angles and all corresponding sides are equal, or you can say congruent. So the correspondence is congruence. 3 angles and 3 sides are the 6 parts. So whenever you want to show that the two triangles are congruent, then you will have to show all 6 corresponding parts congruent. And that is very lengthy job. That is very laborious job. It consumes a lot of time. You need to do a lot of exercise to show all 6 corresponding parts are congruent. So in the previous video, I told you, is there any condition, shortcut, trick which helps us to show that the two triangles are congruent even if we do not know that all sides, all 6 corresponding parts are congruent? Children, we can do that. Even with 3 corresponding paths congruent, we can show that the 2 triangles are congruent even if we have 3 corresponding paths congruent. But then, which 3 corresponding paths should be congruent so that the 2 triangles become congruent? Let's see those conditions. Alright? Okay. Children, I've got one triangle here. Can you see? Triangle PQR. And only 3 paths are given. What is measure of angle R? 60 degree. What is PQ? 27 centimeter. And what is RQ or QR? 23.3 centimeter. Children, I have cut this triangle with these measures. I do not know what is measure of angle P. I do not know what is measure of angle Q. And I do not know what is PQ, the length of side PQ. But I know the measure of 2 sides, QR and PR. PR is 27 centimeter, QR is, RQ is 23.3 centimeter, and measure of angle R is 63 degree. Let me draw it here. This is triangle PQR. This is 63 degree. This one is 23.3, or let me write it out, 23.3 centimeter, and this one is 27 centimeter. This triangle PQR, I am placing it down. There's another triangle whose corresponding parts are congruent to these 3 parts of triangle PQR. Here is triangle ACB or ABC, anything you can say, triangle, 6 different names you can give. Can you see AC is 27, like here, BC is 23.3, like here, and angle C is 63 degree. Let me draw it here. This is triangle ABC. This is 27, this is 63, and this is 23.3. Alright? Now children, between these 2 triangles, what you have? PQ, okay. For black triangle, I'll write in black. PQ is equal to AC. PQ is equal to AC. Angle Q is equal to angle C. Both are having 63 degrees. And QR, the side QR is equal to side CB. Or you can write BC. If you want, you can write BC in order. ABC. Right? BC. Angle Q is equal to angle C. PQ is equal to AC. Or PQ is congruent to AC. So instead of having 6 paths, I am having only 3 corresponding congruent paths. And what is the order? Look here. I am putting symbol for here. PQ is equal to AC. This 2 cut marks that shows PQ is equal to AC. QR is equal to BC. QR is equal to BC. And this angle Q is equal to angle C. Angle Q is equal to angle C. So, the 3 corresponding congruent paths are in which order? Children, you can start from here. You got side, QR is side, then this one is angle, and again side. So, which condition is fulfilled? Side, angle, side. Side, angle, side. This condition is fulfilled. So 3 congruent paths, corresponding congruent paths of these 2 triangles are congruent such that they are in the order side, angle, side. Now the question is, are the remaining 3 paths automatically congruent? Are the 2 triangles congruent? And we know if the 2 triangles coincide, then they are congruent. Let's see whether they are coinciding. Is it, children? Can you see only pink part? Little bit bluish color part you can see here. Here blue, but then you can see the pink part here. So they are not exactly overlapping. So I am turning it this way. Very clearly you can see. No, this part they are not overlapping. Third correspondence. Third correspondence, let me take that. No, they are not overlapping. All three we saw. Now I'll have to overturn. Let me take this correspondence. Fourth one. No, they are not overlapping. Fifth one. Yes, they are overlapping. Can you see this? Can you see this? So when at side, angle, side, if only three corresponding paths are congruent, satisfying this condition, side, angle, side, in short it is called SAS, then the correspondence between these two triangles is congruent. Which correspondence? PQR corresponds to ABC. Can you see that? PQR corresponds to ABC. That correspondence is congruent. But that you can write very easily from these parts. A correspondence. A correspondence. Children, ये black parts left side पे लिखा है, black triangle के parts black side पे लिखा है. कौन सा triangle है black? PQR corresponds to dash 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 is congruence. Is congruence. Why did you say they are congruent? You can see they are overlapping. They are overlapping. Both the triangles are overlapping for one of those 6 correspondences. Correct? Chalo. Now here, very interesting children. Out of these 3 congruent corresponding paths, is there any pair of angles? We got 2 pairs of side and 1 pair of angle. So first you choose the angle. Angle, because you get direct correspondence from angles. Angle Q is equal to angle C. So Q corresponds to C. In which order is Q? Second order. So in second order, you will write C. Now can you say P corresponds to A and Q corresponds to C? You cannot say that from the side, because somebody may write CA. Instead of AC, you can write CA. Instead of BC, someone may write CB. So you never get direct correspondence from the side. You get direct correspondence from the angles. I hope you all are following what I am saying here. Yes. So you cannot say P corresponds to A and Q corresponds to C. It may or may not. We do not know. But having known Q corresponds to C, ये तो पक्का पता चल गया. Q corresponds to C. So Q corresponds to C. ये पक्का पता है. So you can say P corresponds to A. Q corresponds to C. So P corresponds to A. So P corresponds to A. Now this is missing. A and C from triangle ABC. A and C are already included. So what is left? B. So this is B. So PQR corresponds to ACB is congruence. You can see that, children. PQR corresponds to I'll make some mistake, I think so. This is ABC 23, C 63, this is 27. PQR. Alright. That is, this is QR. Yeah, I wrote Q here. Here actually there is R. And here there is Q. Can you see that? Q is to the right. Alright? Okay. Anyway. PR, this is PR is congruent to AC. QR is congruent to BC. And angle R is congruent to angle C. So now this correspondence will change. Let's see. Bolo, any angles? Yes. We have angles here. Angle R corresponds to C. So R is last, C has to be last. Now C corresponds to R. So P corresponds to A. So P corresponds to A. And the remaining one, that you can say B. So now it is clear. PQR. See that? PQR corresponds to A, B, C. For this correspondence, they are congruent. They are coinciding. I hope that is clear to you. So what is the first condition? for a given correspondence between the vertices of two triangles. If, not all now, not all, if, please pay attention. If what? If two, one side, second side, two sides, and the angle between them. So if two sides and the angle between the two sides is called included angle. Two sides and included angle of a triangle are congruent or equal to the corresponding paths, AC, angle C and BC. They are the corresponding paths. उसमें एक angle है और दो side है of the other triangle. Then the correspondence is said to be congruent and the triangles are said to be congruent. This is SAS condition. This is SAS condition. या SAS theorem या SAS principle. That is what they say. Alright? SAS condition. So this is shortcut to show that the two triangles are congruent. Which is the first shortcut? Side angle side condition. SAS condition. So even if two sides and included angle of one triangle are congruent to the corresponding parts of the other triangle, then the two triangles are automatically congruent. That means their remaining three parts are also congruent, corresponding parts. Okay. So we have seen one condition, shortcut, to show that the two triangles are congruent. Let's see if we have more. I have one more triangle here. Can you see this triangle? Okay, like this. Triangle DON, triangle DON. DO, one of the side measures 18 centimeter. ON, the other side measures 19 centimeter. And DN, the third side measures 25 centimeter. Now see children, for this triangle, the three parts given are all three sides. They are all three sides. Okay? Okay, I'll draw that here. Here is triangle DON. This is 18 centimeter, this is 19 centimeter, and this is 25 centimeter. Well, now I'm going to pick up another triangle whose all three sides are given and they are congruent to the corresponding sides of this triangle. Alright? And here is that triangle. Can you see that? Triangle WHY. Can you see? WH, that side measures 18. YH measures 19. And WY measures 25. Let me draw that triangle as well. This is WHY. Now this measures 18, this measures 19, and this measures 25. So children, what you have? 25, 25, 19, 19. And alright, yeah, DO and WH. Well, three parts are congruent. Let me write the green parts. I'll write on left hand side. ND is equal, NO is equal, and DO is equal. 25 ND and 25 WY, or you may write YW. Alright. Then YH, or you may write HY. Then WH, DO, 18, WH, 18. So you may write WH. So what you have? What you have, children? Start. Means which condition is satisfied? Start from any one. Side. Then again side. And then again side. So you got side, side, side condition here. Which condition is satisfied between the two triangles? Side, side, side. If side, side, side condition is satisfied, that means if all the three sides of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides of the other triangle, then are the two triangles congruent? Yes, if they coincide. Let's see if they are coinciding. Alright. I'll put straight away they are coinciding, children. Can you see that? See? They are coinciding. Here only the three sides are given. You can see this. This side measures 25, this side measures 25. Bottom 19, 19, and on the side 18, 18. So all three corresponding sides are congruent, equal. So the three corresponding angles are also automatically congruent. Can you see they are overlapping? They are coinciding. So angle W is congruent to angle D. Angle H is congruent to angle O. And angle Y is congruent to angle N. So automatically the remaining parts are also congruent. So what you may write here? A correspondence. A correspondence. एक correspondence. DON. I'll write here. DON corresponds to dash 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 is congruence. Is congruence. Now very interesting children. There are no angles. कोई भी एंगल नहीं है which can give us direct correspondence. तो correspondence कैसे मिलेगा? Here there is no guarantee. N corresponds to Y, D corresponds to W. ऐसा भी हो सकता है N corresponds to W and D corresponds to Y. क्यों? मैंने लिखा YW, कोई लिख सकता है WY, तो correspondence बदल गया. तो फिर जो रियल correspondence है उसको कैसे पकड़े? Very easy. Though the angles are not given. चलिए यहां ये दो में N repeats. ये दो congruent corresponding parts में N is repeating. उधर क्या रिपीट हो रहा है? Y. So मिल गया. N corresponds to Y. N is in the third order, so write Y in the third order. Now that it is confirmed, N corresponds to Y. वो पक्का पता चल गया. So you can say D corresponds to W. D is in the first order, so W is in the second order. Now only one dash is left. Fill in the blank. WHY, which is missing H. So you can write that. So DON corresponds to WHY. Just see. Just see. Children, please see. DON corresponds to WHY. Can you see that order? DON, WHY. For this correspondence. The other correspondence, see now. If you try this, no, they are not congruent. If you try this, no. This is the, okay, what is that? This is the first correspondence. First correspondence. This is second correspondence. This is third correspondence. Turn it. Now this is fourth correspondence. You might feel that they are congruent, but no, you can see the green part and here you can see the pink part. Fourth correspondence. Fifth, no. And sixth, no. So out of 6 correspondences, if the two triangles are congruent, then they are congruent only for any one correspondence. Is that clear? So which condition is satisfied here? Side, side, side. So now the condition is side, side, side. This is the second condition. Side, side, side. Now here there will be change. For a given correspondence between the vertices of two triangles, if, boliye, if all the 3 sides of a triangle, all the 3 sides, only sides of a triangle are congruent or equal to the corresponding parts, or you can write one word sides of the other triangle, then the correspondence is said to be congruent and the triangles are said to be congruent. This is which condition? Side, side, side condition for congruency of two triangles. Did you understand? Alright. Are there any more conditions? Yes. Let's check. हमें तो कोई भी 3 congruent part लेना है, corresponding congruent part लेना है और फिर check करना है कि are the two triangles congruent? Overlap हुए तो congruent, overlap नहीं हुए तो not congruent. Correct? Alright. Let's see another pair of triangles. Alright. Which condition is this? Side, side, side condition. Now look here. I'm taking one more triangle. Which triangle is this? PAT. And you have measure of 2 angles and 1 side. I'll draw that triangle here. PAT. this is 85 degree, this is 58 degree, and this measure is 28 centimeter. We'll have to pick up another triangle whose corresponding parts are congruent. That triangle also should have two angles congruent and one side congruent. Let's see. Here it is. Here it is. Triangle MEN. Can you see 85, 58, 85, 58 and 28? Yes. So let me draw it here. This is which triangle? MEN. This is 58 degree. This is 85 degree. This is 58 degree. And this is 28 centimeter. Correct? So what you can say? This angle is congruent to this angle. Correct? And this angle is congruent to this angle. And this side is congruent to this side. So three parts are congruent. And which condition is satisfied? If you start from here, angle, side, angle, side, angle, side. Alright? If you start from here, side, angle. Reverse हो जाएगा. Side, angle. You can say that also. If you start from here, angle, side, then there is a break. No angle, no side. Continuity में आना चाहिए. Angle आया, side आया, angle आया. Okay. After angle there is no side, but then another angle is there. Then side. So angle, side condition is satisfied here. All right. Let's see. Angle, blue pen. For blue triangle, I am using blue parts. Angle A is equal. Then angle T is equal. And side PT is equal. Alright. Angle A is equal to angle E. Angle T is equal to angle N. And PT is equal to MN. Correct? Which condition is satisfied? Angle, side. Alright. Two angles and a side. So here what you will write? Two angles and a side of a triangle are congruent or equal to the corresponding parts of the other triangle. Then the correspondence is said to be congruence. We have already written, but we didn't see whether they are congruent or not. Yes, they are congruent. For AAS condition, also they are congruent. This is AAS condition, and this is the third condition now for congruency of triangles. Can you see that? Alright. So which correspondence is congruence? Let's see. Okay, I didn't write that. We'll write that first. PAT, I have to write a correspondence. PAT, blue का लिख दिया. PAT corresponds to dash is congruence. By which condition? By angle, side condition. Right? Now let's see. Check. We have two corresponding angles congruent, so you get direct correspondence. Look, A corresponds to E. A is in the middle order, so E has to be in the middle order. T corresponds to N. T is last, so N has to be last. MEN triangle में E और N आ गया. So fill in the blank. Missing is M, so you may write M. So PAT corresponds to MEN is congruence. We have seen? Yeah. Look. PAT same order. MEN. ये correspondence के लिए दोनों triangles congruent है. Is that clear to you? All right. चल. We see the next if more conditions are there. Right? Fine. Okay, I have taken this triangle. Measures of all three angles are given. Measures of all three angles are given. Previously we saw S. All three sides were given. Here all three angles are given. What is the name of this triangle? DEF. this is 40, this is 90, so we have symbol for that, 50. All right. There is another triangle XYZ. Triangle XYZ. This is 90 here, this is 40 here, and this is 50 here. All right. Chaliye. What you have? Angle D is equal to angle Z. 50. Angle F is equal to angle Y. And 40. Angle E equal to angle X. 40, 40 each. Angle X. F 50, Y 50. D 90, Z 90. All right. Here, angle. Which condition is satisfied? Angle. All right. Are the two triangles congruent? When this condition is satisfied. Let's see. This is one. Can you see that? First correspondence. Are they congruent? No. Second correspondence. Are they congruent? No. Third correspondence. Are they congruent? No. They are not overlapping. They are not coinciding. I am going to turn it now. Bolo, this correspondence? No. Fifth correspondence? No. And sixth correspondence? No. So, if angle condition is satisfied, means for a given correspondence between the vertices of two triangles, if all the three angles of a triangle are congruent to corresponding angles of the other triangle, then the correspondence is not always congruence. वो congruence नहीं होते हैं. So this is not a condition for congruency of two triangles. Is that clear to you? A is not a condition for two triangles to be congruent. Let's see the next one. Here I've got one triangle XYZ. Can you see that? Triangle XYZ. This is Y, this is Z, this is X. 50 degree angle X. XY is 25 centimeter and YZ is 19 centimeter. So you have angle side. You have angle, then side, and then side. There is another triangle with similar measure. Here it is. This is triangle ABC. A, C, and B here. This is 50 degree. This is 19, and this is 25 centimeter. So between these two triangles, well, which condition is satisfied? Okay, let me write here. Which angle? Angle X. Angle X is equal to 50-50. Angle B. Alright. Then XY, side XY is equal to AB, 25, right? And side YZ is equal to side AC. Which condition is satisfied? We have two sides and one angle. So angle side. Angle side. और यहाँ से शुरू करें तो side angle. All right, anything. So angle side. This condition is satisfied. Now, three parts of one triangle are congruent to corresponding three parts of the other triangle. And which are those three parts? Angle side. Is this enough for the two triangles to be congruent? Let's check. This is first correspondence. कौन सा correspondence लिया मैंने? ABC corresponds to YXZ. They are not congruent. I am turning it. Now this. कौन सा correspondence लिया मैंने? YXZ corresponds to CAB. Not congruent. You can see they are not congruent. Third correspondence. ये भी congruent नहीं है. Turn करते हैं. This. No, they are not congruent. Fifth, not congruent. Sixth, not congruent. So for AAS, they are not congruent. Children, you can look here. Children, ये दोनों 50-50 है कि नहीं? देख लो जरा. है कि नहीं? Are this angle B and angle X 50 each? Yes, they are 50. and this side 25 25, can you see 25 25 वो coincide हो रहा है, this side is coinciding, this angle is coinciding, and ये तीसरी side 19 19, yes they are also 19 19, so you have angle side side, but the two triangles do not become congruent. So again this condition, if three corresponding paths are congruent, satisfying condition ASS, that doesn't guarantee the two triangles are congruent. So which two conditions are not congruent? Angle, 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 and angle side, side. Is that clear to you? Since they are not congruent, we don't have to write here. Clear? Okay. Are there any more conditions? Let's see. Children, here is one triangle. Only two measures are given. This PQ is 24 and QR is 30. But then can you see this symbol? That symbol is of right angle. So this is right angled triangle. Right angled triangle. PRQ. This is 30 centimeter and this is 24 centimeter. There is another triangle, children, which is also right angled triangle. The name of this triangle is DEF. FE is 30, DF is 24, and this D is a right angle. Children, do you know what is the side opposite to right angle called? Hypotenuse. Do you remember? Angle D is right angle, uske सामने वाला hypotenuse. Alright. So which condition? Okay. Angle P is equal to angle D. Correct? They are congruent. PQ, or you can say QR. QR is equal to EF, and PQ is equal to FD. Yeah, DF. Children, this is right angle. ये right angle है. और ये QR and EF, they are hypotenuse H, and this third part is a side. So इस condition को short में कहते हैं RHS, right angle hypotenuse side. So which condition is satisfied between these two triangles? They are right angle triangle, so right angles they have, hypotenuse are equal and one sides are equal. Then are they congruent? The answer is yes, they are congruent. For which correspondence? DEF corresponds to PRQ, or PQR corresponds to DFE. For that correspondence, they are congruent. Now I am not writing, you may understand that. Is that clear to you? So यहाँ क्या लिखेंगे? For a given correspondence between the vertices of two right triangles. यहाँ right triangles लिखना पड़ेगा because these are right triangles. If बोलो क्या लिखोगे? Hypotenuse and a side of a triangle are congruent or equal to the corresponding parts of the other triangle, then the correspondence is said to be congruence. Which condition is this? This is fourth one, and it is RHS. RHS. Children, I don't have cutting for one more conditions. I think we have missed it. First condition is SAS. Second condition is ASA. I think we have missed this. Third, but remember now, I am not showing you. If two angles and included side of one triangle are congruent to the corresponding parts of the other triangle, then those two triangles are congruent. Then we saw AAS, and fourth SSS, and fifth RHS. So these are the 5 conditions for which the two triangles become congruent. Is that clear to you, children? Sure. Okay. Which two conditions are not existing? एक तो angle, angle, angle. ये नहीं है. All three sides है, लेकिन all three angles नहीं है. और दूसरा angle side side. You can remember this also easily. A-double-S means wild donkey. It is English word. A-double-S is English word which means wild donkey. Wild donkey को S कहते हैं. Alright. So A-double-S, that wild donkey, and triple A. These two conditions do not satisfy for two triangles to be congruent. While these 5 conditions satisfy the two triangles to be congruent. Is that clear? So understood, when are the two triangles congruent? We have 5 conditions. Alright. We end up this session here. In next session, we will see similar triangles and congruent triangles. What is the difference between them? And then we'll continue the similarity of triangles. Alright. Till then,